Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make these photo collages on Photoshop, and these are really fun for putting in your planner. What I like about them is that you don't have to cut any of your original pictures. Your pictures don't get damaged when they're in your planner, and as far as like sizing, there isn't really a photo that's exactly the size of your planner these days. So I just made a collage that's exactly the size of my personal size planner. So it's really convenient. So if you want to learn how to make this, just keep watching. So if you have Photoshop Elements or Photoshop, I would open that application up so it looks like this. This is a cheaper version that you can buy at Office Max. I think it's $100, and it's a lot cheaper than the expert version. But I found I've been able to do the same amount of things with this version than with the real one, and it's a lot cheaper. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go up here in File, and you're going to hit New Blank File. Hopefully you can see this. And you're going to select the size. So I'm in personal size, so I am going to select 3.75 in width, and I'm going to select that in inches. And then for height, I'm going to select 6.75, also in inches. Now the resolution here, so what you're going to do is you're going to check your printer and see what the name of your printer is. So my printer is an XP200, that's my color printer. So the output resolution is always going to be 200 pixels per inch, which is not a very good quality printer. It's not a professional printer, it's just like my little home office printer. So I'm going to select that as 200. If you have something that's 5,000 or 1,200, then select that resolution so that way you get optimal quality in your pictures. So 200 it is. I'm going to select this in color. Don't know why I did that. And background, just keep it white. All right, so now that's the size of one of my dashboards. So the next thing you're going to do is select some photos. You can put as many photos as you want, but since this surface area is not very large, I'm going to limit it to about maybe 6 or 8. So you're gonna open up your photos. So here I have photos saved here onto my computer. You could also airdrop them or email them to yourself so that you have photos on your computer if you don't have them saved like on your cloud. And so my brother just got married a couple of weeks ago, so I want to select some photos and put them on there for a collage. So I'm going to select this one of me and my mom. So I'm going to edit, copy, and then I'm going to hit edit and paste. So here's a picture of me and my mom. And then it will automatically go to this resizing tool. And what you don't want to do, you don't want to hit the bottom one. You don't want to hit the sides because that's going to distort your picture. What you want to do are hit these corner ones. And when you see this diagonal arrow, that's when you want to move it. And I'm just going to make it a little smaller because I know I'm going to want this to be a collage. And I'm just going to hit the green button as OK. So I'm going to do that for the next few pictures. So I'm going to select another photograph. Here's one of me and my dad. So here I've gone back to the photos album. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to copy it. Now I'm going over to Photoshop and I'm going to paste that. All right, there's a picture of me and my dad. Again, I'm going to resize it so I can see it, and then I'm going to move it. And then I'm going to hit the green button. So while you're doing this, you're going to see here on the side that there are now layers. I have now layers 1, which is me and my mom, and now I have layers 2, which is me and my dad. So I'm gonna keep going and doing this till I have about 6 to 8 pictures on here. All right, so now I have all the pictures here that I want for my collage, and you can see they're kind of jumbled, they're all different sizes. They're not how I want the collage to look like in the end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tweak these around till I'm happy with the sizes here. So, I'm gonna click on this picture of me and my dad, and I'm gonna only use the corners for resizing. Hit the green buttons. I think I want that like that. I think I want to move me and my mom up a little higher. I think I'm going to move my bouquet up here and just kind of like resize it until I'm happy with it. Move this around. Now you'll see that this, my bouquet here is overlapping this picture of me and my daughter. So if I want me and my daughter to kind of take precedent over this bouquet, what I have to do is, if you see here on the right, the layers, the one that I'm working on right now is highlighted in blue. It's the layer 4. So what I have to do is move this on top of this one, and you can see now that layer 5 is now highlighted in blue. If I put this first, this will go over. So I'm just going to show you here on the right. I'm going to scoot level 4 over layer 5 here, and now me and my daughter are on top of the bouquet. So if you find you're having issues with layering these and not seeing your photos behind it, just scoot these around until you're happy with the overlap. So I think with the collage, it's really nice that it overlaps a little bit and that you don't have any white space, but you could also utilize the white space to put like words or like a date or something. Or if you're really good, you can create like a white border around each one, whatever you like. But I like to have the collage be seamless and not have any white. So it does mean kind of cropping that a little bit to sacrifice it. But for me, this is just like my memories. It's not like a photo album that's gonna go in like something archival or anything. It's just something that I'm gonna put in my planner. So here again, I want this to kind of take precedence over this. So I'm gonna click on this just to see where that is, and I'm gonna make this go over that. So now that happens. So, you know, sometimes you have to kind of keep tweaking these around so that you get what you want. But for the most part, you just kind of do this until you're happy with the placement. Oops, there I accidentally rotated. And if you accidentally like do something crazy like that, all you have to do is hit the cancel button and it goes right back. So I'm going to head and tweak this until I'm happy with it, utilizing the layers here so I know which one I'm working with, scooting the layers up and down to kind of get the right overlap, and to kind of make sure the spacing is what I like it to be. And then there might be an instance where, you know what, this picture is not really working for the collage and you just want to get rid of the whole thing. So how you would do that is you would click on that layer that's highlighted in blue and you would drag and drop it to this little trash can till you see the little fist, and then let go, and then now that picture has been omitted from the collage. Okay, so I'm happy with this placement, and I actually scooted the pictures around so that I have at least a 1/4 of an inch here that's white, because I do also have to punch holes in this. So I left this area out without any pictures, and I could probably put some washi tape there or something later, but you don't have to, and it'll just kind of punch the holes through the pictures. But if you have anybody's faces, you might want to take that into consideration. So now that this is done, I could just go ahead and print this and be done with it, but I actually like to flatten it because that way it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. So I go to layer here, flatten image, and then I like to save it as a JPEG. So that way if I want to send it to my mom or my dad, it's not like a huge file. So I'm gonna go ahead and file and hit save as, and I'm gonna just call this wedding collage number 2. Wedding collage number 2, because I made one earlier. I'm gonna make this a JPEG and hit save. Okay, and when you print this on your paper, it's naturally going to print in the center of the page. So if you want to make another collage and print it on the back of that, that way you have a front and back to your collage, like so. And that way you don't have like a white space behind. And it will always print in the center of your paper, so you don't have to worry about making sure it aligns on the page. Just flip your page over. Also, what I wanted to point out is that you want to make sure when you're printing it, you select photo print quality, not just a preview, or else your pictures are going to come out pixelated and not very good quality. Okay, here I've printed one side of the collage. And I'm just going to put this paper back into my printer here. And I'm going to go ahead and print the back of this collage. Okay, so here you have it. Here's my collage, and then I made one earlier for the back side. And these ones are from the wedding photographer, actually. So that's why they're so much better than the ones that I did. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this down, and I'm going to laminate it and maybe put like a little decorative strip of washi on the side and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've trimmed that, and now I'm going to put a strip of simply gilded washi just on that side that I left out, about 1/4 inch. And that way I have a nice little border where the holes are going to be. I'm just using a photo card here from Disneyland to cut my washi tape. I'm going to go ahead and put this here in my lamination and run it through the laminator. And pretty much that'll be it. Trim it and punch holes. Okay, there it's all trimmed out, and I am going to go ahead and punch holes. And it is good to go in my planner. And I think I'm going to put this, I always like to put my collages kind of like in the front here. Maybe here. Yeah, maybe here. All right, so there you have it. Thank you for watching. Bye.